Good morning, gentlemen and ladies. Just pulling up to the gym this morning, about to get my workout on. I wanted to have this conversation especially for the brothers that are older, or even some of the, older millennials. And today, today is the youngest you will be for the rest of your life. Time. As you get older, you appreciate things like time, health, mental and physical health, peace. Those things you become extremely protective of. And let me explain something to you. Nothing is going to change out here with dating and relationship probably in your lifetime. Now, what you will have out here now, because of the way the economy is, and women are scared because the government divorced their ass, and now they're looking for a rebound man, a sucker jellyback simp. Not that you guys are, but they're looking for somebody to sponsor their life. The only thing that's missing from their life is a long-term relationship sponsor or somebody to worship them. They ain't got nothing to offer you but pre-owned, heavily pounded, vigorously and viciously pounded box. Dudes jumping off the ceiling like they're in the Matrix, flipping backflips off the wall and pounding them in all directions. And you are guy number 25 in the relationship game. That's it. That's all they got to offer you. The majority of their youth, 18 to 30, they've been strong and independent, liberated. They've been out here enjoying sexual liberation. No disrespect to the ladies. I'm not hating on you ladies. I love you ladies. Don't think a peaceful life guiding against you. I just don't think that men should be paying virgin prices, which is marriage, for women that have been out. Well, men, we're not traditional either. Most of us have been out here enjoying sexual liberation just like you. But the difference is, we're not trying to charge you virgin prices. You're trying to charge men virgin prices. That shit is price gouging. That is straight up robbery and scammery. Depreciation happens, folks. Just like my knees. I can't go run 5-on-5. If I go play ball and bang with those young bucks, I'm usually down for about a week. So I quit. There's a cost. Depreciation. I mean, I shoot my sky hooks. But after, I come with what I come to the game, I already got 20 fouls in my brain. And what happens is I start holding up the game. I already called foul. I called foul one time, nobody even touched me. And they're like, old head, that's enough. It's time for you to go to the, what they call that thing? The Stairmaster or something. That's what happens to me. You do. I may pump fake a dude 20 times and shit in the game. I ain't got no jumps no more. Elliptical. That's what take my ass to the elliptical. They be old head, it's time to go to the elliptical. You call too many fouls. I'm out the game. So it is what it is. Like with life. Some of these women that are out here talking about men need to pay 100% of the bills. You relationship number 25. That's like my knees. They're out the game, baby. Depreciation happens with time. I accept it. Why can't you? At least be reasonable and say, look, hey, 20 dudes have destroyed my box. Let's split this. Okay, you do 60, I do 40. Or some shit like that. But charging men MSRP is absolutely foolishness and craziness. And you're going to end up, after you sit around and watch Derek Jackson fondle himself in the car, talking to you, you are this and you are that. Man, you're going to end up lonely, miserable, sitting on your couch eating Pringles. Because ain't no dude with any self-esteem is going to pay your prices. He's going to come over and pound you vigorously. But after he gets post-nut clarity, he's going to haul ass. Now he's wasted your time and you just collected another body. Because your prices is too high. You're charging dudes virgin prices. And what is he going to... You're just playing this is a loop, a repeated loop over and over again. Pound, pass. I mean, damn, these dudes got more assists than John Stockton, the way they passing around these women nowadays. It's crazy. And it always happens after the post-nut clarity phase, where dude, because the women don't do any development. Let's be honest. They are literally They just become better victims. I've never met a woman that claimed responsibility for the failures of her life and relationship. If anything, they become professional victims. I'm sure if you talk to any of my exes, they'll tell you what a bastard I am. I didn't do anything to them. But that's the story. I'm the monster. They're the victims. They're always victims. So there's no what they consider to be healing is somebody validating their victimhood. They don't get better. See, we're forced to get better because in the world of men, we really hold each other accountable. Like people be like, well, they'll tell you right at the back. They'll say, peaceful life, that's the most stupid shit I ever heard you say. Or they'll call me, an agent Gary Coleman or whatever the hell they call me. We don't cut each other any slack. So we're forced to live in our truth. Nobody caters or panders to men in this gynocracy. It's about women and women's feelings. That's why they come into a relationship. They ain't got shit to offer except that, your bills may go up, and then you dealing with bullshit, the emotional nonsense. They want you, because that's what emotional intelligence really means to them, is you sitting around like a bitch, listening to their drama from work and, whatever else. Again, peaceful life is on the smiles meter. If it don't put a smile on my face, you can kick rocks. I'd be like, hey, what you talking about right now? Let me ask you a question. Is anybody harassing you at work? No. Your life is in danger at work? Are you feeling any safety concern? No. Anybody sexually harassing you or threatening you? No. Are they gonna fire you? No. Well, let's go to the park and walk. I ain't gonna hear about that shit. Go call your girlfriend or something. Because that ain't something that's gonna put a smile on my face. That's what they want. They want you to lay down with them become like their girlfriend and be a man bitch. So you cut that shit off. If they want to leave, kick rocks. At the end of the day, I don't need no box. I just need me some money. Sex is only a memory. And anything that costs me $50 on the street, not that I would pay it, but I could, ain't never gonna have no control over my life, period. And that's just the way I move. If it don't put a smile on my face, I ain't trying to hear. And that's what I talk about. Men supposed to have emotional discipline. Personally, I'm indifferent. Not this emotional intelligence shit. You ladies can kick rocks with that. You just want yourself a man bitch. You can't have it all the way. You want to be in relationship with men, you better start putting some smiles on that man's face. When he goes to bed and after he comes home from a hard day's work, he's looking for something soft, feminine, and he's looking to have his balls drained. Nobody trying to hear about that bullshit you're talking about. You want to see a low performance man? Stop draining his poison with enthusiasm. You see that dude's performance go down like the damn. What you have is he be in limp mode. Men operate in limp mode. Look it up, ladies. I have no time to explain to you engine diagnostic and engine problems. You're going to have a man. That means you were basically, that guy probably could have made hundreds more thousands of dollars in his life, millions of dollars in his lifetime. But he's going to do the minimum he can to sustain this household. And maybe he'll do a little extra to put his kids in school and college and everything else. But as far as your ass, you become a liability to him because you ain't draining no poison with enthusiasm. But men don't going to tell you that. Men keep that shit in the back of their mind. It's like not changing the oil in your car. If you don't change the oil in your car and you expect good engine performance, you're crazy. That's what treat your man like you. Well, I don't want to say treat your car, but your car will be all. Let's see women treat cars. You're just shit. You won't have no man. Think about it like that. Never mind. Scratch that from the record. But again, in life, live your life, gentlemen. Protect your mental health, your physical health. Ain't nothing changing out here. You can't talk to these women. What do you think? You say something to a woman. I see all these guys in these dating relationship thing. I guess they're making comments, and they're trying to save. Really, you're crazy. As soon as these women go and Matthew Hasten and Derek Jackson and Panda Bears and these simp and all these other guys are just whispering crap in these women. You think they're listening to you? soon as they hear my video, you misogynist, old, bald head, Mr. Cooper, Gary Coleman looking dude, kick, rocks, peaceful life. I was like, okay, fine. They didn't listen to me. They have everything in the society all day long. They have a phone in their hand that is telling them how wonderful they are, what loads, useless pounds of crap you are, and how you're supposed to be doing this for them, that for them, this for them. Listen to them talk. Me. What a man's supposed to be. A man. Let me tell you something. The men they really want don't chase them. They chase the men they want. They chase the men. You don't have to do all that. The men they really want, they chase after them. Or the men that's paying the money, they definitely will show up for that. If they're selling that box, which most of them are, all they talk about is money. So it basically is prostitution. The dating and the relationship game for them is all about money. What's missing from their life is your money. They already got men. These women got men. Somebody's having sex with them. He just maybe don't have any money, or she's just a part of a rotation and she's number 7 and she's trying to get that number 1 spot with a dude that has options for multiple women out here. That's all that's going on out here. They already have men. They just don't have a secure sponsor for life. And that's not going to change. So no point in sitting around. Enjoy your life. Travel the globe, but do it pragmatically and think logically and reasonably. Remove the feelings from that. I have a smiles meter, period. That's how I operate. So I simplified the game, period. I operate on performance metrics. If it don't perform, it's got to go. I don't carry any loads. That's why I'm so light. Look at how much energy I have as a 51-year-old guy. If she's not putting any smiles and adding value to your life and improving your life with her femininity and all these other things, what the hell do you need that around for? Shit, you better off turning into Uncle Earl. And we know who Uncle Earl is. Anyhow, you better off like that guy. You know what? Should I put a clip of Uncle Earl in here? No, I ain't gonna do that. But anyhow, you know what I'm talking about. Because what else are you getting out of it? Other than responsibilities, liabilities, and a headache. You lose your autonomy. You lose your freedom. You got to manage her and her emotions and her feelings. You got your bills have went up. Your costs has went up. You on a vacation with a woman and she don't even put a smile on your face. Your poison is not being drained with enthusiasm. Because nothing is more horrible for the guy than to be given disrespectful access to sex. But a woman acts that either she starfish sex or she makes you feel guilty for wanting sex, and she tries to shame you. You never feel her. You know she didn't have no conscience when it comes to you spending money. But all of a sudden you gotta feel a certain type of way because you want to have sex. But when it comes to spending money, she expects you to be like, oh girl, here, take $500 for what you want. But you got to feel bad because you like consistency and performance. But because at that point in time, it does nothing. It doesn't. Your what you want, what you feel, and what you desire no longer matters to them, especially when they get a sense of security in a relationship. So at the end of the day, getting back on topic, enjoy your life. Again, I'm not anti-relationship. I'm pro-peace, anti-torture. Period. But if you think anything's going to change out here in this scene, you're wasting your damn time. I just don't offer them any bailouts. Again, nah. You want attention? What are you doing for me? You want my time? What are you doing for me? You want my resources? What do you got for me? Otherwise, kick rocks. What is good as just being around you? You don't do anything but occupy space and breathe air. So what is the point of having you around? Dead weight. Expensive. dead weight. So I don't have them around me unless they're putting a smile on my face. It's just really a waste of time. It's really not that complicated of an equation in the modern world, in the modern era that we live in today, because they're not talking about anything that's going to do anything for your life and the things that you have and your mission and your purpose. So what is the point of sitting around, dealing with nonsense or these conversations? You notice I don't debate anybody. I don't go on panel. I talk to my brother, the kosher conditioner, or I'll have a conversation with like-minded people, but I don't argue with women. They come in my comment section. I just thank them. Thank you for commenting, supporting the channel. I don't argue with them. Why? Why would I argue with them? They ain't got nothing I want, and they certainly ain't gonna put a smile on my face. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they call me. You're not getting my money, my time, my attention, my resources. You're not getting anything from me. Period. I'm just not going to give it up. For what? In return for what? In exchange for what value on a consistent basis am I going to get out of that individual? So that's the way I move, and that's why I say you got to live and enjoy life. Time is precious. Nothing is changing. You're wasting your time. Enjoy your life. Travel. Enjoy the ladies. Accept them for how they are. Let these wild horses run free. I don't push back against nothing they believe in. Is that what they believe in? You can't look. Logic ain't defeating feelings and motion. They just think different. They operate different. The goal is to get them to do what you want them to do for the time period you need them to do what you want them to do. And when you're done with them doing what they want to do, make sure everybody's happy and leave in a peaceful manner. And that's all you can do. And then keep enjoying your life. Again, your mental health, your physical health are top priorities. And nobody's going to take care of you like you. But all these conversations online and relationship shit ain't nothing going to change. This channel is more about you protecting your peace, protecting your mental health. That's what I focus on, really. Because I don't think anything is changing. I'm 51 years old. I haven't seen anything that looks like anything's changing. In fact, Kevin Samuels is dead. All the people that have tried to fix this situation have failed. You can't. If something has been indoctrinated in somebody for all of their life, you may have people that may, because of financial problems in the economy or under duress. But who wants to be with a woman that only wants to be with you because the government divorced her and she feels financial strain and duress? That woman was not raised to be under the leadership of a man. That woman was raised to be in competition with you. She was raised to not listen to you. She was told that your leadership and your authority is evil, abusive. She was raised to believe that you're a monster. Who wants to live with somebody who was raised to believe that you're a monster? You're crazy if you want to do that. Yeah, the male lion cannot tame the hyena. The hyena can't, hyena and male lions don't get along in the wild. So why would you want to have them in the house so they'll gnaw at your ass and bite your ass in the middle of the night? Let them stay out here on the Serengeti where they belong. Let these wild horses run free. Enjoy them. Every once in a while, you might jump on the back and ride one of these wild horses for a little while. Get the thrill out of your system and keep it moving. But ain't nothing changing out here. And not in your lifetime. Maybe in another 20 years and stuff. The government just filed for divorce, like last year. Let everything settle down a little bit. Because right now, all I was going on right now is simp fishing and looking for a hero. That's why you see them at the dating events and all that other stuff. They're only looking for money. They ain't looking for no love or anything else like that. The only missing ingredients is your long-term financial commitment. They already got man. Some dude is blowing their back out. He ain't paying much, but they too far down the ranking. They're too far down the ranking to get. They want that first place move, but they just ain't got what it takes. So anyhow, peace and blessings to you guys. Make sure you hit the like button. I'm out. I gotta hit this gym. My coffee is starting to get me all warmed up for the day. Peace and blessings to you, gentlemen. Hey, Take care of yourself, man. Take care of your health. Make sure you're getting your checkups every year. And make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to support the channel, links in the description. Thank you.